What's up, guys? We're here at RRHQ, and we got Eric Awney from Mechanical Hub.
Yeah, dude.
But more importantly, from Minnesota, dude. You made the drive down, and you're going to install the boiler, get the radiant heated tubing installed, or no, manifolds.
Yeah, we're going to put the boiler in, all the piping, everything, get your heat up and running. Hopefully by the end of the day tomorrow, but maybe another day or so. We'll see.
Awesome, dude. All right, well, we're going to get some stuff in, and then we'll show you what we got going on the inside. You need any more help here?
Yeah, take that.
Okay.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, cool. You want your door shut? It's raining.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to be raining today. Take this out. So you want us to swap these two?
Yeah, so you just use a screwdriver, loosen them up.
Yep.
They kind of fit in there like a keyhole.
Okay. We're just dumb post framers, but we'll probably be able to figure it out, don't you think?
I think you can figure it out. Just
okay.
fine.
Okay, this is the main shop. And what we have to do, Eric wants us to pre-install all these. So these are going to get set in here, screwed, and then once we get that ready, then he'll help us. We'll mount it and then get all the, I think our job is going to be to get all the PEX tubes to this while he's getting set up and working on the complicated stuff. See, we could be plumbers, dude. I think we say that every time we help a contractor out here. We're like, oh, this is easy. We're gas line guys, you know. We could do concrete work.
Electrical.
Yeah, it's it's really not that big of a deal. We're gonna take our plumbing license test next week. That was easy, dude. I mean,
I told you it was easy.
Yeah, that was easy. So what Eric told us to do is we're gonna take these guys. And he said we could spit on this, but this little seal here, it needs to be lubricated. But he said just dip it in some water, and then we're just gonna push it in. Hey, is there any guidelines, Eric, on how tight? Should I just hand tighten this for now? And then do you want like a quarter turn?
Just a little teeny bit of yeah. It doesn't, I mean, literally that's the seal now.
Yeah, okay.
So you can just I'll give you a good wrench, and you can just give it a tiny little bit.
Okay, man.
You might want to just do it as you go, I guess.
Okay, yep, sounds good. I'll stop doing them. Is this like a sweet Knipex or?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
So you can just get it in there like that.
Okay, just a little quarter inch.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
There you go.
Good enough? Okay. All right, man. This is kind of a satisfying feeling. It does pop in there real nice. Okay. So we've only got 24 to do here, and then another one. So this shouldn't be too bad, Greg.
No.
We'll be done, and Eric will still be unloading his truck, and we'll be like, what's next, man?
What's next?
Yeah. This plumbing stuff's easy. No, what I'm not looking forward to is doing the all the PEX.
Yeah.
I just don't like how, they're rigid and they're not like super floppy, so they're hard to work with a little. Does that make sense?
Let's see, we're gonna need 3 more.
Okay, manifold 1, done. Okay. This all tightened, Greg? You got these all tightened up? I don't think I tightened mine.
No, you did not.
All right, let's set this one off to the side.
Just figure out the center of those tubings, get them mounted as high as you can on that wall.
Okay.
And then I would just start in the middle.
Okay. Center the tube to the center of these guys, not necessarily the center of this, of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you can eyeball. You don't have to.
No. We're going to measure it. There's no eyeballing.
I'm just saying, it's not.
Yeah, that's right, Eric.
Yeah.
You just got done lecturing me about how this is so important to be done right.
I'm saying I don't. You'll be fine. You got it. My beloved 1980s exercise stepper
for my
pad
knees?
for your knees.
Dang, dude. I mean, I just kind of grin and bear it, but that looks pretty sweet.
This is like, you're going to use this and you're going to try to steal it from me.
I won't. This looks like something that Suzanne Summers would have used.
It says Denise Austin on it. It's like some kind of like.
Oh, shoot, dude. That is pretty sweet.
I told you, dude.
Hey, wait. Before you go back.
Yeah.
I feel like this is almost too low still, don't you? if this is centered.
Oh, that's gonna be low.
I mean, I'm gonna have to kind of bring it up the hill, right? And then we'll kind of shift it over.
Yeah.
Right through the truss core.
Look at that.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Oh, it's easy.
Yeah, this plumbing thing is really not too difficult here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want these ones then?
Yeah. That's plenty.
Is that going to be work for you?
Yeah. Yeah. Give me as much space as you can give me.
Well, I got plenty of space, so I'll just move it over, you know, kind of on the edge there a little bit. Okay.
That'd be nice.
All right, buddy.
You get why I'm saying it.
I get what you need, yep. All right, Greg, we're taking this off. All right, let's get this guy. We're just going to go something like this.
You're kind of blocking
Okay.
it. So if I come in here.
There you go.
Bangarang.
Something tells me that this is not, it doesn't, is it crooked? Oh, okay, I got it now.
Well, as long as
I
you're-
think it's,
Yes.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, I don't know if I should have plumbed
Then
these.
then you could, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure, is that one good?
No. No, the bottom's this way.
Okay, well, we'll make sure this one is good. That's underneath the stairs. It doesn't matter, no one's ever gonna see
No
it.
one's ever gonna see it.
Oh, wait a minute. What's this? That nobody's ever going to see it.
Wait, what?
Okay, so yeah, start with the little one.
Yeah, that's what I figured, and basically it's gonna be every other one.
Correct.
Every other one's going to here.
Yep. Your
Boom, boom.
supplies are going to go to the top.
Supplies, I mean, but I don't, so the right side is going out, in theory.
Okay.
So
Then
is that,
follow that all the way through.
okay, so as long as it's consistent, that's probably the most important, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do one thing to verify. You could just blow in the end of one tube and grab the other one and feel that you're blowing. So then you've got one loop. Does that make sense? Yeah, you got it. I saw the dust come out.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think I could do that.
So,
I got a good blower on me though. So the right side will be the supply.
so then what you're going to do is you're going to take, and your end of your tube is going to basically be
Up at the top.
just slightly below about an eighth of an
Okay.
inch.
Okay.
And so if you just take, this is it right here.
Yep.
And I would just see how my blade is going to hit the middle of that
Yep.
cutout. And just go like this.
Okay.
You got to give it a little like that so you don't smash it.
Gotcha.
You
Yep.
don't want to, so you don't want to do that.
I gotcha.
And then it's oval.
Gotcha.
Now take your ring.
Those ones, right?
Yeah. Open that bag up.
We got to expand these bad boys out, otherwise we're never getting them over here.
Yeah, because they won't slip onto the pipe.
Here.
They won't slip onto the fitting. No, you're good.
Okay.
I'm not going to hang out here. So we already have the 1/2 inch on there. And so this goes into the end of the pipe. There's a little stopper there. Okay. So you've got, put your ring on.
Okay. This is why
There's a stoppers on one side, so flip it over.
Yep, I just realized that.
Okay. You're good.
Okay.
Now, I'll do one, you do the rest.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just going to start with it.
All the way in,
Do it 6 times.
6 times.
And then put it
And
up
then it's
there.
just gonna shrink back up and it's good.
Yeah, but if you get one that's wonky, you're going to have to kind of hold it for a second.
Okay.
But it's now contracting.
Yep.
Slower than it was that we were expanding it, but pretty quickly actually. And so now, roughly now, it's a totally watertight seal.
That's pretty amazing.
And so pay attention, Kyle, because there's a lot here, and eventually you'll be talking, you'll like lose concentration.
Me talk? No.
I'm serious. Don't cut the wrong one and put it on the same. Don't have 2 of the
Gotcha.
same ends on, because
yep.
then we're gonna get all messed up later on.
Greg, we're a team. So any mess up is also Greg's mess up. So, we're
So
gonna,
what we're doing is we've made it as easy as possible by removing this,
Mm-hmm.
because otherwise you got to like try to do it without kinking it and stuff. Do those, put it back on, do the rest.
gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, dude.
And just for caution purposes, you like if you cut it a little longer, that's fine. We can trim it
Don't
down.
cut it too short.
Don't cut it too short.
Okay, I like it.
You good?
I'm good, man. Thank you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hope I do this right. Is it good enough, Eric?
It's good.
Did it work?
It's
Okay.
good. You got it, buddy.
Okay, all right.
You got it.
On to the next one.
All right. We got Kyle hooking up his manifold.
We're not just gonna punch it through. We're gonna wiggle it a little bit.
Following directions, spot on. He says he's gonna take his plumbing license next.
1, 2.
Oh man, we're gonna have the heat on by the end of the day.
That's the goal. Plumbing's easy.
Plumbing. This plumbing thing is.
What was that? What about the plumbing, Kyle?
It's really interesting.
It's interesting. I thought you were gonna say it was easy.
Oh no, this is really challenging. In fact, I think that every plumber deserves every $1 an hour that they charge. This is some good
I
stuff.
see you have a helper there.
What?
I
Huh?
see you got a helper there to hold the tubing plate.
Yes, it's my apprentice. I don't know how many I just did. But I think it was 6.
You don't. Yeah, it's fine. Do 5 or 6. Whatever.
Okay, so once I get that, I can put my.
Up all the way.
Oh, I'm.
You want to hold it so it looks good.
Yeah. He said an 1/8 inch, Greg. Remember?
Sure.
Just last week. What did we do last week?
Yeah, I am enjoying this. I don't know why I'm enjoying it so much. I think it's because it cleans everything up so nice too.
It's
you
one
know?
of my favorite parts of the job.
Are you serious? And I'm
Yeah.
taking it?
No, it's fine. I always do it before the concrete's poured.
Oh, yeah.
And for the same reason you're enjoying it, because it cleans and finishes the job. I also like when doing it when the concrete's being done, but when I put the tubing in, because then when I return,
It's already done?
it's done. Because it's a tedious task. It gets to be annoying. At the end of the day, when you're tired,
Yeah.
it's not like your favorite thing to do.
I'm starting to figure this out.
told
Like
you,
I'm
15
I'm
minutes.
figuring out how to like cut them so that they go right where I want them to. It's not hard, obviously, but you know what I'm saying.
If it was hard, I probably wouldn't have gave you that job.
True. I appreciate the the level of trust and confidence in our abilities. We're not real plumbers, you know.
Oh,
We just play them on Instagram. Man, this is fun, man. I would rather do this than go build today anyway.
Yeah. Not a good day to build.
No, it's horrible outside.
really? Good day to be a heating guy.
Oh man, this is great, dude. This really is great. See, now I need to start putting in a little bit of a bend, Greg. Get them to come up nice and straight.
Slowly and gently.
Wait, what's that?
That is.
That should be 6 foot plus, a couple inches center.
Center, 6 foot.
I mean, 6'2" or something center, I think.
What the heck?
All right, we're in the connection mode here, Eric.
Okay.
Do we have some unions?
Oh, some couplings?
Yeah, we need to get 2 couplings, which we got plenty of scraps.
Yeah, I think I do. Let's hope I do. You got it. Looks good. Nice.
Should do the other one while that's kind of like set.
Yeah, was just thinking. Wait, I don't got to do another one.
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, I do. I got a piece over there for me. Okay.
Grab that other one. Or cut off the E.
All right, let that be a lesson to you guys watching from home. Always make sure you have enough PEX tube coming out so that you can make it to your manifolds. So we're gonna have 2 splice joints here, but that's okay. It should be fine. Eric said it's gonna be fine. He's gonna put his stamp of approval on it. He guaranteed it, yep. He said no problem. No leaks here.
Oh, you moved it. Honestly, I think it's those couplings.
What's it missing there?
This little stainless steel clip.
I feel like it's over there.
That's going to be a problem.
Where's Cary, Illinois? Cary.
Carry.
My question to you is, it's not down. I'm not pushing it down. It's just sitting here.
Yeah.
But my question is, if I want to put a false ceiling in this space,
Why would you want to do that?
only because I get some flat surface for lighting, and it kind of it's not this weird whatever. But I could always come up here. So if this is as high as we go, I could put my ceiling right up here. I want to get a flat space so I can put some lights in here.
Okay.
But anyway, here, Greg,
So you got that, or you have.
we
The
can
offset.
90 it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So here, if you hold me in the
This can
center,
go down
Greg.
a little bit. We can cut this down.
Dude, we're literally, that's like exactly in the center. If our math is correct, Greg, we have a batten in the center. We do.
Yes.
So that, literally a batten's here and a batten's here. So this is the perfect place to put it. You put that boiler in the perfect of places.
Thank you.
Nice. You watched the channel, huh? You knew that I had the battens there. So yes,
exciting.
you can go straight up like this. So
Well,
push
you
it down.
guys are gonna drill,
Okay, yeah.
and so we're also gonna go. So you said there's one here though.
Basically, like right there. Do you want me to get a mark? Here, let's get a mark,
So
Greg.
then what we're gonna do is we're gonna double 90 this and go out like over here.
Okay, so we've got basically here and over here.
Because you see where those piping. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is that inlet or outlet?
These are the intake.
Yep. So yeah, we can't go straight like that probably.
We can't.
No, it's gonna be right on one. We probably have to come here and then go out. Or can we use this one?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and I don't want to do that because this is where the vent pipe is gonna come up.
But you're hitting it over there too, right?
Yeah, I was just saying so it wasn't coming out here, but it doesn't really matter, does it? We'll just do this to a,
Correct.
or do you have a 45? That doesn't make sense. 90, 90?
It won't fit in there, and 45 won't end up
Yeah.
fitting.
So just 90 it right out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I do this, man, it's gonna be right on my batten, and then it's not a great thing. How do I push this down?
Yeah, push it in so it. There you go.
Okay, so it seats.
Yeah.
That way I know.
Where's that with your?
It's literally directly through that girt. I got some power lines there I need to check with, but
No,
they should be.
They're sagging way down.
Yeah, but they should be tacked up on this side.
Yeah.
We just didn't tack it through because we knew we needed to do that board, and we can always pull them a little bit and get them taut. You know what I'm saying? It's no big deal. Long as we cut this down, probably to go. I mean, because you don't. I mean, it can go here,
Well,
right?
not really.
Oh.
I mean, we get the minimum. Because there has to be a minimum spread between the
Okay.
intake and the exhaust
Okay.
in elevation.
Okay.
Where's the line?
So
Oh, I see. You marked.
yeah, so just stay. I mean, it'd be nice to probably get it over kind of against that wall almost. 8 inches would be center of that panel, in theory.
It's damn near against the wall. From
So
your
we
line.
don't. Well, we don't have to go all the way to the wall, but
No. I'm saying you're saying 8 inches from your line.
yeah, would be like, in theory, center.
4.5 off the wall is where your hole's going to be.
Nice thing is you get those straight lines every 16 inches also to kind of eyeball too.
Yeah, I'd say it's nice, huh?
Have you ever had a press fail?
Yeah, but I think they were like, I pressed a couple fittings, didn't realize that seal wasn't in there.
Oh, so there's a seal in there. Oh, I do see that now. Okay.
Yeah. Or usually failure is honestly, it's installation error, to be honest. You have to prep the tubing just like you do if you're sweating it. Most people don't take the time to do it right.
So what's your prep?
You have to deburr the outside and the inside of the tube.
But good Lord, the amount of savings I just witnessed. And look at that, just like that, you're gonna go to 1/2 inch or 3/4 or whatever.
Or, yeah.
This really takes like the skill out of it.
Does
I feel
not
like
take the skill.
anybody.
Hey, but who put this? Who put all this in nice and straight and properly sized and secure?
Yeah.
And so that it'll work, right?
I agree.
The guy who spent a lot of money on the tool that'll do the job quicker.
Yeah.
We need to make provision for your upstairs, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking that we just put this pump right here,
And we can come across the ceiling.
and then we're not even going to do anything on the other side of it.
Can we just
On
put like
on
a-
this side? I'll put a valve for the return, right?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to put anything on it unless you need me.
Can we just
to.
put a 90 just so that there's not dust and stuff going in the top of that?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I can plug it. Yeah, that's fine. Look at that. Woo! Do you see my torpedo? Yeah. It's your brand. That's all I need for this piping. If I had a 2-foot level, it'd be I wouldn't be able to fit it in the space. You know? I got a tape measure. I use a laser all the time, but I'll tell you what. I only really need a tape measure in a space like this.
All right, it was pouring rain yesterday, and we didn't really want to go outside in the mud and rain to do the vent for the boiler, but Eric says he needs it now, so we're gonna go ahead and go for it. I went ahead and put this super long pilot bit on because when I go through the first inside layers with just a hole saw, sometimes as you go through, this is a 10.5-inch wall, I wanna make sure those holes line up perfectly. So by using this long pilot bit, I should go through the first hole, through the second hole on the outside layers, and then that will guide me so that my hole saw is a nice straight line, not, you know, you don't want it to get off at all. So, yeah. Greg, you brought your muck boots, right?
Yep.
Good, good. I brought mine too. 30 1/4, so 106 1/4. And we're gonna go up just slightly. Wow, dude, your mark is like at the exact elevation I'd want. So that goes up just a little bit. You want a little bit uphill, right? Yeah. Okay. That's exactly what it is.
You want this to put that mark there.
And then you want this to go out at a slight uphill also.
Yeah.
This is a sweet pilot bit. Okay.
Making fun of my pilot?
No, just sweet, dude. I'm glad you had it because it's nice and long. Going in reverse right now for this.
It's always so satisfying when it does that.
Yeah. There's a really nice hole through the rock wool. Before we go outside, it makes sense. We got two holes. We got the inlet and the outlet exhaust. So we're gonna drill both of those from in here and then we'll go outside, do the whole finish. And that way we don't have to put these muck boots on twice because they're gonna be full of mud. You like it? Stabila never lies, you know? What say you?
Yeah, you should be all right. You're about like 4.5 inches from a batten.
Oh, sick, dude, because that's the middle of a 4-inch pipe. Not
Yeah,
even,
so-
3.5, 3 1/4. Okay, so we're gonna send it. Okay. Eric, you've always been one of my favorite social guys. A lot of guys out there are fake, you know?
Eric's a real one.
Eric's a real one. I always find it valuable too when you're, especially on a finished surface, even though I'm gonna caulk this, pop through and then make your hole from the other side back. Holy crap, that's eaten. Crap, I don't have anything. Come on. Come on. Anybody that's ever used a hole saw knows this exact pain right here. I don't think it's mutually inclusive to any certain trade or hole saw. They all are somewhat of a pain. All right, let's finish this. All right, hole's done. And if you're wondering, these have to be, I think, a minimum of 12 inches in elevation difference or something is what Eric said. I don't know. Greg. Greg.
Let me hand you this.
Don't mess with me, Greg. You can hear me, right?
No, I can't hear you.
I could not hear what you're saying.
What?
Greg, bring me the vacuum so I can blow off the dirt.
Bring you the...
Dude.
What?
I can't believe that you cannot hear. We can't hear each other and we're 10 inches away. That's crazy.
No, he's talking normal.
Dude, there's no way you weren't messing with me in there.
I was not messing with you, not at all.
Until you came up here and started talking to me, I didn't believe you. You're like, and I'm like,
couldn't
dude.
hear you.
Wait, I just want to blow this wall off. It's not even that muddy.
It's actually kind of dry right here.
Yeah. Then.
Get down there.
Yeah, dude, I genuinely cannot believe how quiet you were.
Even right there.
Even right with your mouth at the hole.
It sounded like I was talking like through something. Like
Yes.
blanket.
Yes. That's a clean hole, though.
That is pretty clean.
Yeah. Okay. We gotta keep moving forward. Yeah. All right. Cool. So there's your 2 holes. So once you get them,
I don't want to go out there because I don't want to get muddy.
I'm gonna go out there.
Okay.
I'll go out there and I'll get everything sealed up once you're saying it's good, and I'll get it all caulked.
Well, because you got to shove in from the outside.
I'll shove in from the outside. You just tell me what you want, dude. I know you get paid a lot more than me per hour, but I think I'm capable of going out there for you.
We're good. We're good. Let's see if this thing's been hooked up. Glycerin.
Them are pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet. It's simple. I like simple.
SIMPLE, simple as can be.
Yep.
Good. That's what I want.
I didn't bring enough short pieces.
Where is my rope?
Backer rod right here.
Yeah? Oh, perfect. Good. I got 2 of them out. Why do I have 2 of them out, I wonder?
I don't know. What's something? Oh, it's a simple cider.
Good?
My bad. Every time I've been like, hey, I need this, you're like, here's my tool.
Just kidding.
Eric, you know what, Eric, I like about you is you're one of those guys that it's not all sensitive, you know, like you can take a hard time versus some of the guys out there, they just can't take a joke, you know. There, perfect. So now I can get a nice clean joint here. The biggest thing is from the outside, I need to try to get foam all the way in because I did have to go through my Sega air control layer, and we are going to be doing a blower door test here probably in the next couple weeks. Randy's coming down, and obviously these 2 penetrations are 2 out of my 3 penetrations. So I've got the gas line, I got the inlet and outlet for the boiler, but everything else comes through a sleeve through the foundation, so I don't have any other penetrations. So these I just want to make sure are detailed properly so I'm not losing air. So by shoving the backer rod in here, it's going to give me a good place to caulk to, but then also I'm just looking to kind of seal the place up from, I don't want foam coming through from the back side as well. So I think we're good. I just want to get this one in a little bit more. This darn.
Clean. I already shook that really well, so you don't need to shake it anymore.
No, you don't have to worry about it because they have. No, look. You can't do anything until I take these out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
Now you worry. I got to be careful because I do not want like a crap load in here.
Right. You just need enough to.
Oh shoot. We need to.
No, not over me. What are you doing?
It'll be all right.
Looks like marshmallow.
It's like marshmallow. I might need that again, no doubt. Oh man, this is. Wait. This is not good. This is not good.
Like I really want to eat it, but I know that's not good. Oh, that's.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty clean.
That's pretty clean. I was just gonna mention. I was gonna say that.
Like, I don't know if I can finish it because it's like, I gotta go to my left hand.
Make sure you hold that pipe.
Okay, I'm gonna go find something new here. Dang it.
Viessmann, that's the boiler company, the manufacturer. They took the time to take my call and overnight that little piece. We're not sure why it was missing. I think it came out of the box that way. It was just not put on the boiler. But the fact that, I mean, their customer service, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
From Rhode Island to here in a night.
Yeah, 12 hours.
Crazy.
Yeah, man, whenever it's a rainy day, man, just, here, go ahead and run it. Just. Close enough?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Man, it looks to me like.
Where's that you had? It's on your. Heading over here.
Is that just a spray oil, basically?
Yeah, it's just a mineral oil, actually. A lubricant.
Pretty clean, man.
Water lines are all connected. We got to stub a couple pieces of copper down for the hot and cold water
Okay.
for the domestic side. Otherwise, next is to wire up the electrical for the pumps and controls, the thermostat, stuff like that.
Nice.
We'll start filling it.
I like it. Everything looks nice and clean, dude. You're doing good work, even without that laser that I could have given you.
No, I think it looks good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can do a lot with this and a tape measure.
That's true. Yeah. All right, man. I won't keep bugging you. I'm doing my own stuff. I just wanted to catch up with you and see what you're doing, and it looks good. I will say though, I posted stuff on Instagram,
Okay.
and everybody was like, "Eric's such a good dude. I wish he could do mine, and that looks so nice." So props to you. If you guys aren't following Eric, remember he has Mechanical Hub on YouTube.
Yeah.
What do you do mainly? What is your goal? See, a lot of people have different goals with their channels. Like, I'm strictly education.
I got to spend more time working on my YouTube, but I do pretty well on Instagram.
And you do the build show.
Yeah, build show content. Yep. Yeah, build show network. I'm one of the contributors for it.
Matt Reisinger, so if people don't know
Yeah.
Matt Reisinger, he has
Yep.
the Build Show Network, and a lot of cool guys like you are a part of that.
I put a video on the build show network every single week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet, dude. Well, all right. I'm going to let you get back to it. I don't want to take up your time.
All right, man.
Cool.
Beautiful.
It's even pre-sloped, so the water goes in and goes out, huh?
Yeah.
Eric, how long you been plumbing? Was there a first career?
No.
You literally got out of school and started plumbing?
I went to engineering college at the U of M for about 2.5 years, and then I dropped out for mechanical engineering.
Yeah.
Right out of high school, and then started an apprenticeship in 1997.
Really? I was just about ready to meet my love of my life in 1997 in high school.
I was 4 years old.
Greg was 4 years old. So crazy.
If only I had an excavator, Greg.
Or juice.
Or juice. There is a nice little chunker in there. You can see it. How much water is he going to be running?
Well, I don't know. It's just to get the air out of the lines.
Don't turn on.
Will it go up there? Or is that your air?
Oh, would have went up there. Would have made a mess.
So it's going to go through the easiest path of resistance basically at first, and it's just going to start filling up, or how's that work?
Correct. Right now it's basically filling evenly across each and every loop.
And then eventually it'll come out the returns?
Yeah, so we're filling here down into the manifold, and it's coming back out. It's going all the way through all this piping, and it's going to come out this hose.
So you would say when you start seeing it come here, you know it went, but you won't see anything. Oh, I can see water right here.
See the bubbles moving through it?
Not returning yet, though.
No, I'm just going out into the
50 gallons. So how do you know how much glycol to add?
30%.
Oh, so you fill this all up in total, then you pump the 30% of glycol in.
Yeah, and then as it'll mix as we run the system.
That makes sense. Okay. Oh yeah, I just seen him come back. I see it coming up
You can hear
now.
the air coming?
And I hear it going down there.
You're also hearing the air right here.
Question: if it does start bubbling up, would this be the turn off?
If we're going to stop the fill.
Oh, the fill. Yeah, okay. Hey, leaking. There you go.
All right, so we're going to move over to the next one, I think.
Can we go turn that water off for you?
Nope, I got it. Oh, yeah, turn it off.
Yeah.
There's a lot of air in this thing.
Yeah.
It takes forever to get it out. It's so annoying.
Would it make sense to drain them too, or no? That don't matter too much.
No.
Because that's just going to be done later.
It doesn't, they aren't,
Who
there's
cares?
no water in these pipes right now. Nothing. There's nothing in them.
Until this creates it, or what?
There's a heat exchanger inside that's called a flat plate heat exchanger, and it has all these plates that are stacked on top of each other, and there's boiler water. They're this far away from each other, and every other one has boiler water, and every other one of them has your domestic hot water, and they don't ever mix. But the heat exchanges from the hot boiler water through those plates into the domestic water, and so the water will. Your potable water will never mix with what the boiler water. But
That's
the boiler
interesting.
water will heat your domestic water.
Did not know that. I bet you most people didn't know that.
It's pretty cool. It's not really.
I would have thought, it's just going through the same coils, and it either goes out one valve to the boiler or goes out one valve to your domestic.
No, and that's why,
Yeah, you couldn't.
all your piping,
glycol.
so all your piping here, everything here,
Yeah.
it's a closed loop. There's no, with the exception of there being valve openings, right? There's no way to. You're not using that. You're not consuming it. You're not
Makes sense. Duh. I'm
flowing out of it, the system. And so that heat exchanger is down in the back here. The big heat exchanger where the boiler's making the hot water, where it's heating the system water and everything, where the flame is. There's a pump inside of here. It's diverting water through that flat plate heat exchanger.
Mm-hmm.
That's where that heating is made for your domestic hot water.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the Energizer bunny sometimes. Just keeps going.
Yeah.
I don't know how either. You stopped drinking coffee.
Who's that?
You.
Yeah, I stopped drinking coffee. I don't know.
Why?
Because honestly, I was trying to give up sugar, and I couldn't give up sugar without giving up coffee. Watch the colors go in. Will we see the colors go in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, look at the, look at that. That's not satisfying. I don't know what is. Dang it, why did I capture that on the internet?
You want to get more of it?
See when it starts to open back up, Greg, and then return. Maybe it won't go. Maybe it won't make it through all of it. I'll come back in some of it.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah. You see that like far right one, Greg? Is that air in there, or is it just separated from like water?
Air.
Like all those are full of air. See like the far right down low, midweight. See that right there? Yeah.
Yeah, that one's like that. That's
Yeah.
like that.
It's just air. You know what the biggest letdown was, Eric, when we ran all this tubing?
No.
It was all the clear tube.
There's some coming back.
There's some oil.
Oh my gosh, it's blue.
Hey, that's the longest one. That's the longest, the second longest one, and then it should come in the third one next. Well, no, the first one, then the third one, I think. It's 292, 290, 289. Those, and then, yeah. Wait, what's number 5? Dude, what if that's all a 290 also? Does that mean something? Because that's a bigger, more pressure.
Oh, you're good. Don't overthink it.
No, I'm thinking about this one, dude. I think that's cool because I love to see physics at work. And I don't understand how it works because why would it push the material through the longest one first and then work its way back? Like, what is the reason for that, Eric? You don't care. You just like whatever. It don't matter.
Well, I can't explain it because none of these are evenly set.
We're gonna flip it over or no?
No, I'd rather you just keep going.
Ooh, that smells great. Now, if we can't hit that hole, brother, I got issues.
Mm-hmm.
If you like it, I like it.
That?
Mm-hmm. Get that plastic BS out of there. Ah, we're
Here's
just
the
gonna...
thing. Do you?
Oh, yeah. How does that work?
No, I'll pull it back toward you.
Oh, I don't push it out?
Oh, you're doing fine now.
Oh, I see what you're... I didn't know it did
Pull
that.
it toward you.
Hmm. Nice. Okay.
You got it.
Oh, I didn't do it.
Nice.
I didn't puncture it.
Nice.
Oh, there's one.
I don't know if I can bend that through here though.
Come on, dude.
Here, can you like fish it back? Slow.
I don't know which one.
Keep going. Oh. Okay. The end's right here by my finger. I just need to get it like up. It's like that. You know that
Oh, trust me. I'm frustrated for you, and I'm not even doing it.
that gold brick.
You want a
Needle nose. You got needle nose?
I need it to go like uphill. If I can push against it.
I got these.
Okay.
These are really nice. They grip really well, but you might need something different.
Oh, no, you just lost it.
I know.
Wait. Okay. Here's one. Pull it. So this is actually heating up the night now, Eric? We got it all, it's running, and you're just gonna now...
Yeah, I'm just making some setting changes on like the glycol feeder and the boiler.
Yeah.
It's actually delivering heat right now. You can put your hand on that pipe, it's warm.
Hey, nice.
Flow coming back
All
to the
right.
boiler.
I don't want you to take too much time explaining because you're busy, but what is the ideal out and in, how close do you want those?
For temperature,
Yeah.
like difference,
Yeah.
with this floor, 15 to 20 degrees is fine.
Okay.
Because you'll never notice a difference in across the surface if the water is 20 degrees warmer at the supply side of the loop than
Because it's right next to each other. They're all next to each other.
and the
anyway.
big thick concrete. You're out here with boots on and stuff like that.
What's your anticipated on this based on what you've done in the past? It's already 60 in here anyway. We're going up to 70 something. How long do you see this normally take?
To heat up, like
Yeah.
10 degrees.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's really warm outside, so I mean, it'll probably take a half a day or so for that to happen.
I was always told it's going to take 24 hours for this to work. And then it's like we come back in the next day. It's like,
Yeah.
it's freaking hot in here.
Well, I think people just say it's going to take that long because it's not going to happen fast.
Right.
The boiler's monitoring the temperature outside, so it doesn't overheat your space. It's only going to deliver a very low temperature water to satisfy the need right now because there's not a lot of heat load right now. It's warm outside. According to the internet, it's 43 degrees outside.
Is there a setting that you will say in there to say, hey, if we're like, does it automatically determine what temperature goes out? Or do you say, hey, I want it to only be this? Because you talked about dialing it in so it runs all the time.
Yeah, so it runs on what's called a heating curve, and that takes into consideration when we don't want it to run, when it's like 65 degrees outside, you don't need heat in here.
Yeah.
But also below that to a certain point, we'll call our design temperature. It's going to ride this kind of graph based off of how cold it is outside. So yeah, it's going to calculate the temperature needed based off some input that I give it right now. And then from here on out, it's going to set the temperature going into the floor based off of how cold it is outside.
That's cool. And I don't think I've ever seen anybody do an outside sensor on any of ours.
Well, but they should be.
Yeah.
Because all the equipment has it. It's called weather compensation or outdoor reset. And so the idea is this: your building loses heat at a rate that is not constant because as it gets warmer, that rate of heat loss
Goes
is
down.
lower. And as it gets colder outside, that rate of heat loss is higher.
But how does this learn that? Or it doesn't?
It doesn't have to learn it at all. It has it already built into the control itself. The boiler is very smart. And so they know exactly what it needs to do. And we're going to give it the information it needs to kind of just start. And it's going to work like cruise control. It doesn't have to get to the end point as fast as possible. In fact, we want this to turn on now when it's heating season and not turn off until it's not heating season.
Yeah.
Ideally, then it's running for the longest continuous time possible. And it's less stress on the boiler and it's more efficient.
And probably more consistent temperatures. Because that's
Yeah.
what I've seen as problems that we've had with other systems. Like it gets 70, you guys says, and then it goes to 74.
Yeah.
And then you're sweating, and then it'll be 74 for the next couple hours.
Yeah, so this is going to be varying that temperature delivery so that you don't overshoot
Cool.
the thermostat setting. So, like in my shop, it's not quite as big as yours. Yours is built nicer, but it's spray foam, lots of foam under the side. It's high performance at
Yeah.
least for heating system, and I keep it at 60 degrees at the thermostat, and it's never over that, and it's always just kind of hovering at 60. So my boiler will run about an hour to an hour and a half at a time. Before it shuts off, and that's ideal. I want it to run as long as possible because the combustion efficiency is highest then.
Okay.
It's just using the least amount of energy possible.
Interesting. Seems kind of backwards for most people to think.
It does. I mean, the most efficient boiler is the one that's not on, right?
Right. But the second most is the one that runs all the time at a low rate of.
Yeah, and it's lowest
Energy
input
consumption.
rate. Yeah, and so that it's delivering only what you need, not more, not less.
This is variable. It won't just turn on and spit
Right.
out 200,000 BTU.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That makes sense.
I wanted to put on it's a lot quieter when
Wow.
it's not.
I was actually thinking, dude, this thing's going to run all the time, and that's that loud, but
That's as loud as it'll be.
that cover
That's
just
like
it's nothing.
less than 10 decibels.
When I put a door on, yeah, this will be nothing. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So the domestic water, it initializes making domestic hot water when you turn a faucet on, when you run water through it. There's a little turbine in there. When that spins, it initiates the whole, hey, stop making hot water for the floor. Start making domestic hot water for the faucet. And so it's a flow sensor, right?
Okay.
Flow goes through, water goes through that sensor, it kicks it on, it immediately stops heating the floor, and it immediately goes to prioritize the domestic hot water, and then the temperatures and everything change completely because it takes a lot more energy to make hot water on demand as it's flowing through it. And so the boiler temperature will raise up 160, 170.
But it shuts the floor off so that it doesn't run that hot water through the floor and
Correct.
jack up your tank.
Yeah, so it immediately disables the pump that's in the boiler from pushing water out into the system. Instead, it's just staying inside the boiler so it can heat your hot water through that heat exchanger that's inside there.
Oh, wow.
And so we'll set the temperature for your faucet setting like at 110. It'll probably be fine for you.
Okay.
You could raise it up if you want it hotter, but you're not bathing out here.
No,
or anything.
I don't.
You're literally just washing
hands.
So 110, 115 is hot enough. 120 if you like it really hot. So anyway, there you go. That's
Cool.
kind of it.
That's perfect
Turn the water
info.
on. Yeah, turn the water on. It's going to start making hot water immediately. And only when you're asking for it. So this pipe on the left going up through the outside, that's our exhaust, the tall one, right?
Yep.
And so inside that exhaust gas is tons of water vapor.
I get that.
And that's energy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that water vapor is holding heat. That's why we heat the floor with water in the first place instead of heating the space with air.
It's way better.
Because air doesn't hold the energy the same as the water. That water vapor has a ton of BTUs left over in it, and we can condense that water into, we can condense the flue gas into water vapor and then reclaim heat out of that by running it through this heat exchanger.
So that is getting reclaimed.
And so we're claiming the most amount of heat instead of sending it out. Some of it goes out regardless. I mean, we have a product of combustion. We have to exhaust it out. There is energy there that we can't use, but we're pulling the heat out of that water vapor.
Didn't know that.
And it's increasing the efficiency of the boiler. This thing is going to condense all the time because we're using such a low temperature out into the system. What that means is that the flue gas is condensed when we get roughly under 135, 138 degrees Fahrenheit of exhaust gas. And we'll be below that all the time because this boiler will be putting exhaust gas out that's probably around 100 degrees. And so it's way below condensing. So whenever it's running, it's going to condense those flue gases, reclaim the heat out of it. Well, you can see it's a steady stream coming out of here. I don't know if you can get that on camera or not.
Yeah.
But it's going right down into this drain. And it's coming out of the boiler right here. We've got this vinyl tube coming into this. This is called a condensate neutralizer. And that's got the pellets inside there. Those will react with that acidic condensate water that's coming out. Because that water that's coming out, it's like Mountain Dew, right?
So Greg can't drink that.
Don't drink it. It'll rot your teeth out. It'll also dissolve your concrete over time. It'll play havoc on metals and things like that. But this plastic drain is fine. We're neutralizing it through there, so it's no longer an acid coming out of this chamber here, and it's just dumping down into the drain. But it's a steady.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a very little amount of water at one time, but it's steady because this thing just turned on. The water is as cold as it's going to be right now.
Good point.
Okay, so it's coming back to the boiler very cold. We're sending just warm water out. The whole boiler isn't having to do a lot of work right now.
That is getting warmer though.
Well, we also need to make a few adjustments yet. I haven't finished that.
Oh yeah.
But once those are all set up, this thing is going to probably today, given the temperature outside, it's probably going to be heating your whole space with like 80-degree water.
Wow. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure the last one I seen in the house that was like heating 120.
Yeah, it was like
120 degrees, and we're like, dude, it's so hot here.
Yeah.
We call for 1 degree, it gives us like 5.
Yeah. We don't need that amount of energy at all. Again, I'll kind of turn it back to being kind of like cruise control, right? You set the cruise on your truck, you go up a hill, it takes more acceleration, right? And it takes more gas, more fuel. You go down a hill, it doesn't take as much, right? We're just trying to even this whole thing out instead of going ramping way up and getting it too hot in here. We want to do it with just the right amount of acceleration. And then a couple other things in here. You had some questions about it. So like this here is called an expansion tank.
Yep.
As we heat the system, because it's a closed loop, there has nowhere to go. We just increase the pressure and volume in the system because we're heating it up. And so this accepts that additional expansion. So we call it an expansion tank because there's air on one side of a rubber bladder.
Yep.
And then there's the fluid water on the other side. As we heat it up, it pushes against that air. And that air just helps regulate the pressure in the system, allows the volume of water, the glycol and water mixture, to expand and go somewhere. Otherwise, if it didn't have somewhere to go, it would blow out on our relief valves and stuff like that. These are pumps that can run in different modes. We're going to set it to the proper mode we need, but this, call it a pump, or it's technically a circulator, and it's literally just pushing the warm water through the manifold at the proper rate we need it to. And then I also have to do some balancing on the
That's right. You said you're going to look at all those and see which one's the highest, which is getting the most pressure pushed through it.
Yep.
And try to even them out.
Yeah, so we have the same amount of flow through every single line. That way we're delivering even BTUs every square foot of the floor. This device here, it's plugged in. It will regulate the pressure in the system. So if there's, as we start the system up, there's air in it. Okay, there's still some air left over. We
You
try
can
to
hear it a little bit.
Yeah, we try to bleed it out as well as we can when we're putting everything, filling the system, but it's impossible to get all of it out. And actually, we can remove the air a lot better when the temperature increases. And so this valve will automatically remove that air. And as that air is removed, this little reservoir has a little pump on it, a little diaphragm pump, and it'll inject that mixture of glycol and water into the system to maintain the proper pressure.
Now, you said you on yours use this much.
Oh gosh, I think mine's been running for almost 3 years now, and I think I drew a line on it.
Well, that's what I was wondering if I should put a line on that or not.
Yeah, I will when we're done.
Okay.
I think it's gone down like a 1/4 inch in 3 years.
Okay.
So. It's there in case there's a leak or a problem.
You know it.
It'll help keep the system operating. We'll know that it's running. The boiler will ultimately protect itself, and it'll shut itself off if the pressure goes down too low.
Yeah.
Because if there's not enough pressure, we can't move water properly, it can cause issues with the boiler. So it's going to shut itself off. We don't want that to happen because we want you to have heat, right? You don't want to be away for a few days, not be here, not be able to monitor it other than your connected thermostat. So if there were a leak or something, we wanted to hopefully keep it running if it were small.
And this will connect. I can connect to this on my phone also and probably get alerts if there's issues, right?
Yeah, and I will also get an alert too from you
As the service man.
Yeah, so we'll both be connected to it. I can pull up my phone right now, and I can pull up almost 100 of these boilers that I've installed and have access to them and see if there's a problem. No, but it's really nice because
Can you put messages on the screen too?
No, it's really nice because if there's a problem, I also get a notification.
Yeah.
And then I can see the error code, and I can
You don't have to go and troubleshoot. You already know going into it.
I have a good idea what's probably wrong with it, and then I can show up to my customer's house with the parts I need.
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea.
And then ultimately, so I have 2 of these boilers, one in my shop, one in my house, right? And so if I'm gone and I travel a lot, I can get a notification saying something's wrong. That's super valuable because if you're not in town, you can't do anything about it. But you could have somebody go over and say, hey, have we lost power? Okay, there might just be an issue that you have no power. The boiler will tell you that it's not able to run. And so there's lots of cool things, or maybe you left the door open or something like that. And so your boiler will tell you if there's something wrong. Your thermostats will also give you some notifications and stuff because you can set that in there too.
So smart, dude. So much technology.
It's useful. It's useful technology. I mean, it gets
technology.
It gets a little bit cumbersome to get all set up, but it's just cheap insurance. We have nice thermostats that can give us a notification like, hey, all of a sudden it's cold in here and heat's been running, but it's not getting warmer. That tells you a couple things, right? Either your boiler's not running,
Greg
or maybe
open.
Greg left the door open, which he's known to do, and so somebody's got to go over and shut that door.
Poor Greg. Cool, dude. Yeah, I mean, it looks really good. You got some final adjustments to do and stuff, and we'll start feeling some heat out of the floor probably.
Yeah, the heat's on right now. It's going to take a little while to feel it. It's already warm in here. We're just cranking it to get it to run.
I mean, wasn't it 62? It was 62 when you set that up.
It might have been. It's probably.
I felt like my feet were getting warmer. Is that just in my head?
It's just in your
but
head.
We know we
I
have
love that you feel
1,000 tubes right under our feet.
Yeah.
People always ask me, because we do this all the time. We do shops, and people are like, which ones you do? A tube, in the floor, a radiant tube in the ceiling, forced air. I mean, ultimately, this is the most comfortable. There's nothing more comfortable about this. It's an expensive way to do it. It's the Cadillac of heating systems in these types of spaces.
Yeah.
If
you're going to spend time in a shop working and you're going to be there for entire days or every day, the radiant floor is the way to go, hands down, because it's comfortable, it's very efficient, and it takes very little input, very little energy. Okay, so operating costs are going to be lowest.
Look how sexy it is.
It is sexy. The radiant tube, people ask me about that all the time. I install those tubes. They're fantastic. They're really great if you're not spending the day working out in the shop. Yeah. You want to come in, pull your RV in, get the snow and ice melted off of it, and spend a couple days or a couple hours or something like that. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Turn it off, turn on. They're fast to work. You know,
They do a better job than forced air of keeping the space warm when you do open a door. And close
because
it,
of the
it's
radiant
still
energy. Yeah, the radiant energy isn't heating the air. That's the same as the floor. It's just heating anything colder than itself.
The more stuff you have in your shop, the more efficient a tube heater is.
Yeah, because everything in the room is going to absorb that
Thermal
energy
mass.
and also radiate.
Same
it
with
out.
this.
Same as the floor.
Yeah.
And then third, the forced air. Look, they're inexpensive to install. They're going to cost a little bit more to run. You open up the door, you lose all that energy. But if you
Dust.
if it
Dust, dude.
Look, if you bought a building and it already had a floor in it, you're not going to probably tear out the floor and put heating in the floor. So it's a good retrofit, right? And they're not.
I'd go tube heater before I did forced
They're not
air.
very. Yeah, they're not very complicated.
That's what I was trying to get at is if you are watching this and you're on the fence, like if you have the budget and you have the means and you have the ability that your floor is not done yet, this is it. If you already have a floor, a tube heater is a great second because it's cost effective. It doesn't take a rocket science to install it.
You can put a bunch of them in and
Yep.
run them as needed, so
Yep.
you can kind of get some zoning out of the radiant tube heater.
I would just
too.
never do forced air in a shop. The amount
It's
of
not my
dust that can
favorite,
blow
yeah.
around.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
my
the,
big
it's not the
thing.
best, but you know,
But it works.
it's going to be the most budget friendly.
Yeah. You think
Sure.
that's cheaper than a tube heater?
Yeah,
When I did the research, I thought a tube heater was like same money or cheaper.
I think
I
it's.
think it probably depends on who's installing it and what
Yeah.
maybe service fees and all that other stuff. But
yeah, there's
anyway,
some other things
yeah.
too. Yeah, no, but then ultimately this is going to get you the best system overall.
And it's domestic
Highest-
hot water, dude.
Yeah, so this is doing both. We
I
call it
like
a
that.
combi boiler.
Yeah.
It's just what the industry term is. So it's a combination heating and domestic hot water boiler.
Yeah.
We don't have any tank. We're not storing any water or anything like that. It works sort of like a tankless water heater. I guess you can kind of equivalent it to that.
How many people do you think sat through all that nerdy stuff?
I hope everybody did. This is my favorite. Nothing else do I like as much as this for my job.
I'll be honest, dude. When contractors come in and I go back to the shop after we've done our thing and we come, this is where I go. I want to see this. I don't do the work. I don't know much about it. I understand the concept, but I love a good, well thought out, well planned, well executed mechanical room. And I just think I think it's sexy, dude. I think it's like, this is where I think a guy like you can really show off your craftsmanship, if you want to call it that. You know, it's craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times plumbers and guys are just doing pipes in the walls and they always like, it doesn't matter. This people care about, so congrats on that.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to do it too.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I'm excited. Let's get it dialed
Let's get
in.
it dialed in, man. All right, cool. So what are you doing there, Eric?
I'm adjusting the flow through each line to match our longest runs. And so these are valves that allow the governing of flow through them based on where they're positioned.
So when you're turning them, and what are you looking at? The red?
There's little plunger inside there that indicates on this graduated scale on the outside where about how many gallons per minute are running through that line.
Okay.
We're just trying to get a balance so that we have the same amount, because not each one is going to have the same amount of head loss through it. And so these are shut offs. If I turn this all the way down, this little plunger will pop up
Oh.
because I've stopped the flow through that. These two match it with each other, right?
Yep.
So they're either end of one loop of tubing. If I open the valve back up, then I get the flow through it.
Okay.
And so I just want these all to be as close as possible to the same as we go through one by one.
I want us to get a laser.
Correct. So now, hold on, there's more.
Yep. Connected.
Okay.
Continue. Congratulations.
Okay, now you're going to invite me as a contractor in a second here. I'm not going to mess with your stuff.
Dude, I don't care. Firmware update in progress. Could take 5 to 10 minutes.
Contractor?
Oh, yeah, there it is.
And you're going to...
You got a QR code I can scan or something?
No, but you're going to have to just
Search
on
for
it,
you.
because I'm not going to... Because it's based on the...
Okay, give me your
Just AUNE.
AUNE. Oh, okay. Primary phone number and address. Good, good. Screenshot.
Well, you have my number. But you text me.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a lot, I might add. Like maybe not so much late at night. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do less. I'll stop sending all those memes and stuff that.
No, I appreciate
Oh,
those.
okay.
I do.
This is the king of memes. You should share your other account on Instagram so people can watch.
Yeah, it's
look at all
Awe AWE_KNEE.
and the graphic is like a.
Awe.
Yeah,
It's pretty bad.
it's pretty good.
All right, look at that. So I'm gonna confirm that you allowed me to connect to your boiler. Now I have complete control.
It's good. It's good. All right, so general is probably where I changed this to freedom degrees, right?
Yeah, freedom units.
Okay.
Freedom units.
Yep, there we go. So, okay, so this is telling me right now it's heating at 106 degrees?
Yeah, the water temperature. So I'm going to adjust that now.
Yeah, okay.
So now that I have control, like access to it, I'm just going to go in and
Way
start
easier
adjusting.
here than here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it can show me my electricity consumption so I can see how much I'm consuming as well as gas consumptions. So I've already used 2.3
Cubic meters of gas.
Yeah. I wonder, how do you pay for it though? In therms or something, don't you?
Yeah.
So what's the conversion? Can I change that to therms so I know how much this is using? Well, this is the only thing
I
that's
don't know
even.
if you can or not, to be honest with you.
Interesting.
But you can actually input the cost of your fuel, both electric and
Yeah, I saw that in
natural gas.
here. Yeah.
And then it'll start to tell you trending data on how much your heating system is costing you.
Well, I want to know that because I'm sure these people are going to want to know, like, okay, what you've spent so much time and energy air sealing and detailing and insulating, and now you got this high-end heating system. Like, what does that equate to?
Well, you'll have that data right from your natural gas supplier too,
Good
because you have
point.
a separate meter.
And this is the only thing it's in supplying.
This is neat because you could quickly at a glance open up your app and it'll give you that energy consumption data
That's
right
cool.
in the app.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, you just turned that down. Just like that. It's burning at 78.8.
yeah, so right now
I heard it.
Yep. So right now it has a target temperature of 78 degrees because it's
And it's only burning
because
at 11%.
according to the internet it's
It's only using 11%.
yeah. Isn't that cool?
I'm going to probably be like in here looking at things, but I swear I won't change anything.
Don't change anything.
I won't
please.
change anything. I'm just going to look around.
I might change some things as it gets colder so
you
we can
watch
actually
it.
see how the building's performing.
See, that's pretty cool because Eric's 6 hours.
6-7 hours away. Yeah.
And, obviously that's an expensive service call if it's something that has to be adjusted, and he'll be able to do it all from your app. Or
Yep.
you can always call me. I'm pretty qualified if you want me to like wrench on some stuff.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to walk away from it today. You'll be able to go do your thing. I'll drive home. I'm confident that barring maybe a little drip that might come up or something, hopefully it doesn't, Other than that, I think as far as operation goes, it's going to be great.
Well, this was awesome, man. I really appreciate it. I mean, I learned a lot. I hope you guys learned a lot. It was good just hanging out with Eric.
Yeah, man.
Greg and I definitely, we gave him a hard time. He gave us a hard time back, so we like that,
I could take it.
But, dude, I really appreciate this, and you're probably going to want to get paid now, so I'm going to have to go write you a check.
Yeah.
Or do I wait until, 30 days? and
Hey,
make
dude,
sure?
you can wait a couple days. That's fine. We'll make sure everything works. I think you know where
I know where to
I'm
find
good for
you.
it.
Yeah.
You know I'm good for it.
No, this was really cool. So I'm excited to get this running. We're just entering into the cold season. We got sub-zero or sub-freezing temperatures coming in tonight. So this is literally perfect timing,
Yep.
and I'm super pumped, man. I'm going to be out here laying in my underwear on the concrete when it gets warm. Right here. This is where all the heat will be.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. All right, guys. Hey, hopefully you enjoyed this. Definitely give Eric a big thumbs up for this. Greg and I did very little. We just did some manifold work and learned a lot while we were doing other things in the shop. So I know you got to see Eric's lovely face a lot in this video, but hopefully you learned something and come back for more, man. There's a lot to do left in this, and definitely check out Eric's channels, Mechanical Hub on YouTube. He does a podcast, Make Trades Great Again. He's got his Awnee meme channel on Instagram. It's a great laugh. And obviously Mechanical Hub on Instagram. Are you on TikTok?
I am, yeah.
And you have a website, Mechanical Hub.
Mechanicalhub.com.
Yeah. So all things mechanical, out of the realm of building post frames, definitely. So cool, man. Thanks.
Thanks,
We're
man.
gonna get out of here. You guys have a good one. We'll catch you on the next video.